into true crime with strategic eyes.
Strategic back again. What's going on, guys? We're doing this press conference real quick. We're going to jump right into it. This is a press conference for the 9-year-old girl who was found dead in Lake George, New York. Let's get into this.
Good morning. My name is Robert McConnell, and I'm the BCI captain for the New York State Police in Troop G. I would like to thank members of the media for being with us today. I'm joined at the podium by Zone Commander, Captain Gary Denise, Assistant BCI Commander of Troop G, Lieutenant Andrew Cornell, Acting Director of Forest Protection, Dave Patcher, Deputy Commissioner, Matthew Franklin, Acting Colonel, Brian Gillis, Captain Scott Daly from the Department of Environmental Conservation of Public Protection. The New York State Police and our partners is currently investigating the homicide of Melina Frattolin. I want to remind everyone that this is an ongoing investigation, and this information is preliminary and subject to change. On Saturday, July 19th, 2025, at approximately 10 o'clock p.m., Warren County 911 received a call from a man reporting his 9-year-old daughter missing with a possible abduction in the area of exit 22 of I-87 Northway in Lake George. The child was identified as Melina Frattolin, age 9, and the caller as her father, Luciano Frattolin, age 45. The New York State Police and Warren County Sheriff's Office immediately responded to the area of exit 22 of the Northway and initiated investigation and attempt to locate Melina. On Sunday, July 20th, a search detail comprised of officers from multiple agencies conducted an organized search in the town of Ticonderoga, New York. In an area Mr. Frattolin was suspected of having visited. During that search detail, at approximately 10:50, members of the New York State Police Forest Rangers located Melina deceased in the shallow portion of a pond.
Wow.
This investigation has revealed that on July 11th, 2025, Mr. Frattolin and Melina, both residents of Montreal, Quebec, legally entered the United States for the purpose of a vacation. They are expected to return to Canada on Sunday, July 20th, at which time Melina would be returned to the custody of her mother in Montreal. The mother and Mr. Frattolin have been estranged since 2019. The child resided full-time with her mother, and Frattolin visited with the child when in Canada.
Wow. It's custody. I knew it.
At about 5:30 p.m. on July 20th, Melina is observed with her father on video surveillance in Saratoga Springs, New York. At about 6:30 p.m., she spoke to her mother on the phone and told her she and her father were en route back to Canada. The child appeared to be in good health and did not indicate she was under any duress. The investigation has determined sometime after Melina's phone call with her mother and before Mr. Frattolin's 911 call, he allegedly murdered Melina and left her body in a remote area where she was later discovered by law enforcement. Initial reports from Mr. Frattolin of a suspicious white van in the area of the alleged disappearance was proven to be untrue. The suspect has been charged with murder in the second degree and concealment of a human corpse. He was then transported to the Essex County Correctional Facility where he was held pending arraignment. The suspect is scheduled to be at Ticonderoga Town Court this morning for arraignment. Melina's cause of death is pending the results of an autopsy, which is scheduled for later today. This is certainly a difficult case and a heartbreaking investigation. On behalf of the New York State Police and our law enforcement partners, I want to offer our condolences to the family of Melina.
Right.
I would additionally like to thank our partners with the Warren County Sheriff's Office, Essex County Sheriff's Office, Warren County District Attorney, Essex County District Attorney, the Montreal Police Department, Department of Environmental Conservation, the Ticonderoga Police Department, and the FBI for their assistance in this investigation.
I mean, the question is why? Hit that like button,
If any member
please.
of the public has information regarding the death of Melina Frattolin, I encourage them to contact the New York State Police at area code 518-783-3211. I will now answer a limited number of questions. I ask for your patience, as due to the active nature of this ongoing investigation, I am limited with respect to how much we can release at this time.
Do we know a motive?
The motive is still under investigation.
What led you to
So the suspect's initial account is that he had pulled over in the area of exit 22 in Lake George, pulled over into a parking lot to urinate.
Does that make sense?
His initial report is he steps away to a wooded area, returns to the vehicle, and at that point, his child is gone from the vehicle. He reports a suspicious white van fleeing the scene southbound. During a subsequent interview, he then reports 2 unknown males forced her into a white van. That lead was thoroughly investigated and disproven.
Do we know the cause of death yet?
The cause of death is pending the results of the autopsy, which is scheduled for
It's
today.
probably like strangulation or something like that. He hates the mother. He's probably was abusive to the mother. She probably never reported it. I don't know how Canada is with like giving up information like that, but she left him. He despises the mother. The mother's probably moving on with somebody else, and then he decides that he want to take the most precious thing that the mother appreciates away from her, and he decided to kill the child. This is crazy. And you know, I told you guys it was custody.
no
We talked
information
about
that
this
there were
last night.
any
It was
issues
custody.
with mental health. No.
We even took a poll, and the poll overwhelmingly said that it was a custody issue.
He was.
And the volume is horrible, people. There's nothing I could do about it. I tried to raise the volume on my end as best I could do.
He has no criminal history. He has no domestic violence history either.
Reported domestic violence. Reported.
Luciano in the discovery of her body.
I cannot provide any information with regard to that at this point.
How will it work since they're both Canadian citizens? How will you try?
I don't want to speak to the prosecution, but he'll be charged and prosecuted in New York State.
Of course.
I don't want to divulge too much with respect to law enforcement technology or the tools we use, just to say that we focus our search area at Ticonderoga based on inconsistencies in his initial account, as well as some technology available to law enforcement.
Where did the 911 call emanate from?
The suspect,
No, geographically. Where was
Warren County.
it? Was it in Lake George though, or was it?
It was the area of Lake George, correct, in the area of exit 22.
Forgive me if this was already covered. What are the charges?
Murder in the second degree and concealment of the human corpse.
In terms of the Amber Alerts, I know there's been reports of some people getting it, some not. Can you just tell us what the process was in issuing the Amber Alerts and what time?
I don't have the time in front of me, but I can tell you just any time an Amber Alert is issued, there's a balance between providing prompt information to the public, but also ensuring that information is accurate and reliable. We don't want to numb the public with unvetted alerts. So in this case, it was difficult to confirm some of the initial information provided by the suspect.
All right, real quick. I actually, somebody made a good comment saying that it's a small town, but they have a really good police force. I can't attest to the Warren County Sheriff's Department, but I can attest to Troop G, which is the New York State Trooper Barracks that covers that area. I've been through many trainings with them. I've also been trained by Troop G. When I got my level 1 fingerprint examiner certification, I got that through Troop G. They are top notch. They actually are a part of that whole Albany region, and those are very highly trained police officers, and BCI is their version of detectives, and they have a lot of, because they also cover Albany, which is the capital of New York State, they have a lot of resources, a lot of technology, a lot of resources. So even though it's a small town, that small town is being covered by a well-funded police agency, which is the New York State Police agency, whatever. So yeah, like even if that Warren County, I don't know Warren County sheriffs, I don't know if they have a lot of resources or whatever, it doesn't matter because they have the New York State Police backing them up, and Troop G happens to be their hub of training and their hub of technology. That's where the statewide database for criminal justice is located, in Troop G. Whenever we arrest somebody and we do their fingerprints, the fingerprints are sent up to Troop G for processing. So if I have like a problem with my prints or something, the prints get kicked back, I got to call up CGJS or whatever, and that's seated in Troop G. So I'll be talking to a Troop G trooper who'll then advise me, okay, this was a problem with fingerprint number 5. We kicked it back. You gotta reprint that and send it back up to us. So those guys know what the hell they're doing. So he literally picked the wrong place to do what he did, because not only did he have to deal with the local sheriff's department, but he had to deal with the state troopers backing up the sheriff's department. And it looks like they just took over, like, yo, we got this. And that was the end of it. So he's screwed up. He's maybe smart with the coffee beans, but he's not very smart when it comes to law enforcement. Big shout out to Dr. Cataclysm with 5 free gift memberships. If you got a gift membership for Dr. Cataclysm, make sure that you thank him. That's very generous of you, Dr. Cataclysm. Thank you so much for supporting the channel for so many years. Let's keep going.
It was just a vacation. It was a planned vacation. They visited a couple locations in Connecticut as well as New York. They were most recently in New York City.
Oh, they was in New York City before too. Oh,
Was that the last piece of surveillance you received, or was there anything more than that?
That's correct.
Could you just go over the timeline?
I do not have the timeline in front of me.
What was the surveillance? Where was that? Was that a business or?
It was at a restaurant.
Do you know about how many officers were devoted to this search?
I can't give you a number. It would be measured in the dozens. The Warren County Sheriff's Office sent every resource available to investigate this right at its inception. Same with the New York State Police. We had us in conjunction with the law enforcement partners. We had aviation, drones, K-9, investigators, uniformed troopers. Every resource we had to bear, we applied in this investigation.
Where will the arraignment be held today, and do you have a time?
I don't have a time. It's scheduled for today in town of Ticonderoga Court.
Just to clarify, you said the body was found in shallow water?
In the shallow portion of a pond in a remote area. That's correct.
What area was that?
We're not divulging the location at this point.
Did it appear that he had tried to conceal the body?
Yes.
How do you think the response was? You had a multi-agency search in a very short period of time. How did that work for you? How do you think that went?
Public safety is always our #1 priority. While these cases are very rare, they are incredibly tragic. And I just want to ensure the public that the New York State Police and our law enforcement partners will always utilize all available resources to apprehend any offenders that endanger children.
Can you
Amen.
talk at all about how difficult this case was involving a 9-year-old girl?
It was very difficult. It's very emotional. I was at the command post when we received notification that she was deceased. It was very difficult and emotional. At that point, though, the best we could do is provide some measure of justice to the family, and we are just fortunate we're able to do that in this case.
Did he stay, like, within police presence after that 911 call, or was he, like, under any sort of observation?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
After was he on the 911 call, did he stay under any sort of observation by police? Was he, I guess, in sort of some sort of police?
he can't even hear her.
Yes, he reported this. He fabricated the initial report of the abduction, and he was in the custody of police from that point on.
Take one more question, guys.
Can you say if the mother, I'm sorry, did you say if the mother had any concerns about the safety of her daughter while she
Regular Degler in the
She had no
building. What's up, brother?
concerns, for her daughter's safety while she was with him. She knew that he was taking her on this trip to the States. Law enforcement was in contact with her as well as Montreal
Damn.
PD during the course of the investigation.
Killed her baby, man. That's
Thank you.
messed up. It's messed up. It's messed up. That's messed up. Incon is there. Oh boy. Should we do another video? What do you guys think? All right, so that's the end of that. You know, may God rest her soul. Beautiful little baby. But rest assured, he didn't get away with it. He's going to face American justice, which is a much more crueler justice than the justice he would have faced if he did what he did in Canada. And that's no shade on Canada. It's just we have way tougher laws when it comes to sentencing people. If he was going to do it, which he did it in the wrong place, because he did it in a place where he will be held accountable for it. That being said, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a pregame show for Stephen Stearns. I might. So look out for that. We might do a pregame show, like maybe start at like 12:45 or, 1 o'clock, do a quick pregame before the trial actually, or rather the court actually starts at 1:30. But rest assured, I cleared my schedule. I wasn't too confident that I would have been able to make this show later on for 1:30 when Stephen Stearns allegedly pleads guilty to both charges, both the murder and the CSAM. I have cleared my schedule. I will be available. I hope you guys and more will join me. I know there'll be a lot of YouTube channels that will be covering this, and God bless them, because Madeline Soto deserves the media attention and the awareness. But I hope you guys will choose to join me, True Crime and Strategic, as we cover the trial that is, well, not the trial rather, but the hearing that is to come, where Stephen Stearns will plead guilty to what he did to Madeline Soto. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Strategic is out of here. This is We On That Ass News. Breaking news update, the press conference where they discussed what happened to precious Melina when her father took her life, most likely because of a custody hearing. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out the door. See you guys on the next one. Strategic is out of here. Peace.
Welcome to True Crime with Strategic Eyes.